All right, welcome back to Sunrise, where the fun rises every single morning, especially now. Speaking of fun rising, it's my way of inserting fun in this segment, but I'm heading over to headlines with the headline queen, TK.
When TK come, we don't want bad news.
It's also depressed to see me, right?
Because I'm
sorry.
No, we are happy to see you. We're happy to see you. But there's always a fret over the headline.
Look at this picture.
It's not terrible. I don't know. Let's go. Let me give it to you and you tell me how we're feeling. All right, ready?
All right.
So the first one, budget debate closed. That's number one, right? So the finance minister had the attention of the nation for a second time during the end of the budget debate yesterday afternoon. As he delivered the closing arguments, he spoke for only about 2 hours, during which he focused on debunking statements made by opposition leader Mark Golding. He accused Mr. Golding of misleading the nation with incomplete statistics. Aside from the political banter, the finance minister reiterated key revenue measures he disclosed in his own budget debate presentation. These, of course, included, we talked about it, the no new taxes, the reverse tax threshold increase, as well as the removal of GCT on imported raw foods. But by the end of his presentation, there were still no clear details on key matters surrounding the securitization of assets, nor realistic timelines for the operationalization of the reverse tax credit benefit. But even so, Dr. Clark remains resolute that he has presented a solid estimate of expenditure for the upcoming fiscal year, which will rebound to benefit all of Jamaicans. So CVM is actually going to be hosting a budget debate panel tonight at 8 p.m. right after the news. So for anybody who's wondering, wants more details, wants some, information on exactly what's up, tune into the panel.
So let me repeat that for anyone who's interested in finding out what's up later on at 8 p.m. right here at CVM. We'll talk about it. I just want to always highlight the good news. Good news, the reverse tax credit, no new taxes. I'm interested to find out when, as you said, the operationalization of these measures, that people are excited about. I mean, that's the only thing I'd highlight about the budget, the good news. I don't know if you want to highlight anything.
Nothing to add.
But the panel discussion, for people who are maybe not, they're like, Lord, there's just so much things happening and numbers thrown, and I don't really understand
panel discussions.
Because
people often bring up your own questions.
Simplify.
For the layperson, yes.
And that's my issue with all of this. Like, I just wish it was in regular language where regular people can understand. Because I tell you the truth, sometimes I watch it and say, I feel like I'm not sense.
But Tami,
I'm so over it.
but Tami, you say you watch it because, I mean, it's usually very long, hours long. So I look forward to the reviews and trust some of the commentary.
And then it creates conversation in your own home. Like, Wayne and I will then have a conversation. And listen, I'm ready to learn, but I'm not going to lie. I do wish sometimes that, sometimes I feel like it's always like, sometimes it feels so above my head when it shouldn't be. Everybody should understand what's happening, and it should be very clear cut and very easy to understand. And I think people take it for granted sometimes that everybody understands all of these things that they're talking about and the big words. And I mean, I'm even reading this operationalization of man, we can't find the next word where it makes sense. I said the same thing. I mean, I said we're not to learn, but I said just because simplify some things. Sorry, I don't think that's the answer or a conversation we were looking for this morning.
Not quite.
Simply,
it's Wednesday.
When it's going to happen.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, thank you.
That's it.
Why didn't nobody just say that?
Operationalization.
We're not sure when it's going to happen. All right, Tami.
Next headline,
Let's go to the next headline, before they take me on. Government audit report contradictions. So House Speaker Juliet Holness is still under fire for her handling of reports from the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission. On Monday, just days after the government claimed there were no outstanding reports, CVM News informed our viewers in one of our newscasts that of a letter from the Speaker of the House Clerk suggesting another reason for report delays. So last November, Mrs. Holness introduced a new parliamentary rule stipulating that some special reports must first go to an oversight committee before being tabled. So that's an added step. The move raised concerns among many groups like the National Integrity Action, who, criticized Holness's decision as seriously flawed. Holness continues, however, to face mounting criticism following word that two crucial Auditor General reports, one concerning the TAG and the other involving the Financial Services Commission, the FSC, have yet to be tabled. And that revelation, of course, contradicts comments from Deputy Prime Minister Horace Chang last Friday, who said there were no outstanding reports. So,
Wow.
Festive?
Interesting time. Festive indeed.
Festive.
Sounds like we're in a bit of a pickle.
I heard that she relented and tabled the reports that those reports that were outstanding. I might have missed it. I thought she tabled the reports, but anyway.
Here what we'll do. We're going to keep tracking the story.
Yes,
we'll keep bringing you the simplified updates, Tami.
Thank you.
And we'll have your cover. Don't worry about it.
Let me just say, the business of the country should be our interest. So we're not just trying to trivialize the issues.
No, we're just all trying to make sure we're all on the same page and
clear,
understanding.
Yeah, definitely. All right, let's go now to some international news. The Baltimore bridge collapses after cargo ship collision. I don't know if you guys saw this video. Built in 1977, the Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, a roughly 1.5-mile long steel arch truss bridge, collapsed into the Patapsco River early Tuesday after a container ship struck it. So several vehicles crashed into the water and one of the country's busiest ports shut down. An unknown number of workers with Bronner Builders Inc. were repairing concrete ducts when the ship called the Dali hit a support pillar. So 6 employees are presumed dead at this time. The 6 workers were filling potholes on the bridge early Tuesday morning when a Singapore-based cargo ship issued a mayday with reports saying that the vessel had lost power. The ship crashed into the support column of the bridge, sending a large part of the span and 8 workers into the water below. So
that's sad.
News.
Yeah,
Extremely
catastrophic.
Sad, yeah.
Yeah, and
especially when I was hoping to hear that there aren't any fatalities, but alas.
8 workers actually went into the water, but 2 were rescued. They were trying to rescue all, but at this time, based on how long they've been in the water, it has gone from a rescue mission now to just a recovery mission to recover bodies based on the timing. But who knows? Who knows?
Tough.
But yeah, it seemed that the loss of power affected how they were able to maneuver.
And those aren't small vessels.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Exactly.
I know, if you can imagine, like, just, because we trust that they are doing what they're supposed to do. Like, anytime we see any vessel on sea, we think, and you see it coming this way, but you're not thinking, it's not going to crash into the bridge. Come on, you know? And then something catastrophic and unfortunate like that happens. So.
And the thing about it, you could plan for fuel to ensure that you have adequate supply of fuel.
But power?
It can just be
We know how that go already.
But
I have to ask, do we have a Why Not Wednesday just to try and lift the mood a little?
Let's do it.
Mercy.
Let's pick you up a bit.
Give me a little.
Why Not Wednesday headline? Raccoon named the Cadbury Bunny of the Year.
A raccoon?
Right? So this year's Cadbury Bunny is a raccoon named Louis, the first of his species to earn the title, the candy company said. So the company announced Louis the raccoon, a 2-year-old pet from Miami, Florida, was the winner of the 6th annual Cadbury Bunny tryouts and will have a role in the 2025 Cadbury Bunny tryouts commercial, an Easter tradition for the brand. So we'll have a raccooning Cadbury Bunny.
So where the bunny there?
Hey, so the bunny, no discrimination. No discrimination.
Bunny, rabbit,
I don't say it's no discrimination, but I don't think the raccoon was saying, I want to try out for this. I don't think that's what happened. So somebody really feel like, no, sir, what
It's a talented raccoon. He was
what
counted.
talent you need for the bunny?
Hey.
And who could even more talented than the bunny?
A raccoon is a raccoon, a rabbit is a rabbit. Listen.
I'm done. That's what I got. That's what I've got for you. Please take back that headline.
That's what I've got for you today.
Oh my goodness. Thanks, TK.
Boy.
Good and great as always.
It's the perfect time to go into this next segment, and particularly because we're praying for those families who've lost families in that accident in the States. I mean, that unfortunate accident with the wreckage. So, we're getting ready for worship. Wednesday's service is up next with Alisa Taylor. You don't want to miss it. Easily one of the best voices in this country.
IT
I'm
sector.
excited.